Hey guys, I'm back, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk to Sergeant Rusk.
Master Jedi, I'm aware that my recent military record might raise some concerns. I want to reassure you that my squad fatality rates have not consistently been this high.
So you only lose all of your men some of the time?
The first squad I commanded after making sergeant was sent to free POWs being held at a small Imperial outpost. Intel said the place would be lightly manned. Most of the Imperials wouldn't arrive for another 24 hours. Intel was wrong.
I assume you got more than you bargained for.
The Imperials sent their reinforcements a day early. When my squad broke into the outpost, we were outnumbered 10-1. We were outmanned and outgunned, but we achieved our objective, freed all the POWs, and came out alive. My squad's casualty rate was 97.4%, but we had no fatalities.
It's impressive that anyone made it out of there with those odds.
They were good soldiers, far better than any of the others I've had under my command. Our mission was accomplished without permanent loss of Republic resources. That squad was effectively trained, and as a result, we achieved victory much more efficiently.
They must have been remarkable soldiers.
They are. Good soldiers are a resource. Yes, their loss damages the war effort, but they are meant to be used. Victory for the Republic is worth any cost.
I don't debate that.
Master Jedi, our downtime has had a positive impact on my battle readiness. I believe I'm 14.2% more prepared for combat now.
It's good to know you've been using your time wisely, Sergeant.
I've had a lot of time to think. I've forgotten what that was like.
Relax while you can, Sergeant. There's more fighting ahead.
I'm looking forward to it. I've been thinking about my original squad. I haven't seen any of them since we liberated that POW camp. They seem to be on active duty, but I can't find any mention of commendations or recognition. They should be decorated soldiers.
I'm sure you'll find something.
Carson, Nadja, Eckert, that whole squad has simply vanished.
They're probably just posted somewhere far from the fighting.
It seems like a terrible waste of skilled personnel. They'd be most valuable to the Republic deployed on the front. This just doesn't make sense to me.
I'll have to look into that further later on, but that might just be one of the most, one of the more useless storylines, because, yes, I do have to continue, so I'm gonna get, what else do I have to do? I have to go down the stairs and get, who else do I have to get? Doc and Lord Scourge.
Old Doc's always been more of a lover than a fighter. But I had to up my game since you came around. It's not easy looking good when you're fighting next to a Jedi. But I figured out the trick.
Care to clue me in before our next big battle?
Let's just say I'm getting a new nickname. Dr. Knockout. Yep. Next time we're surrounded by the scum of the galaxy, they're gonna be sorry they met me.
That was like gotta be the fastest storyline in the world here.
Your people speaking of the Empire sound like a distorted echo. When I was born, we thought the rest of the galaxy to be mystery and legend. We had been alone for 1,000 years.
What was it like? I can't even imagine.
We were what you made us. In my youth, Jedi were how you threatened errant children. Obey your masters or the Jedi will obliterate you. For thousands of years, we had total control of 100 star systems. Then the Jedi drove us to the farthest fringe of the galaxy.
That was generations ago. Do people really still care?
Did your people still care to fear us when we re-emerged? This is hardly worth debating. I gain nothing from understanding how your Republic's fools view the galaxy. I am surprised that once your council finishes its brainwashing, any Jedi has a spine left to oppose the Emperor. Perhaps you are young enough to still cultivate the strength of the Sith.
I'm open to Sith tricks. What have you got?
The dark side is no trick, Jedi. When you release the control the Jedi Council has drilled into you, when you feel anger in your every connection to the Force, when you can accept that a man of authority must use any means necessary to achieve his ends, then you will have discovered the dark side.
I don't know why I gain light side points when I clearly picked the dark side path.
Master, I've marked the best escape pod for you.
Master Satele, Executor Kranis and his followers are dead. Belsavis is safe.
The galaxy is in your debt once again, but I fear this is far from over.
The Emperor would never devote all his resources to Belsavis. We must find his other targets.
There is a rumor of high-ranking Sith gathering at a remote Imperial space station, allegedly on the Emperor's orders. One of our best scouts volunteered to investigate. He's disappeared.
Sounds like there's truth to this rumor. Tell me everything.
Jomar Chul attempted to infiltrate the Imperial space station where the Sith are meeting, and hasn't checked in since. I know you and Jomar have had differences, but I believe he's onto something.
I'm gonna pick this just to be the nice person, but honestly I would pick this thing.
If the Emperor is involved, this may reveal his plans.
This is worth pursuing.
I'm transmitting coordinates to the space station. I have no advice for getting inside.
Leave that to me.
May the Force be with you.
Alright, another lightsaber that I get to collect actually. So I'll put that in the collector's bin. It should be right over here. Where's the collector's bin? Oh, now we get even more missions. But I get to put this in my collector's bin first. Now we get a bunch of other missions too.
Finally tracked down my old squad mates, Master Jedi. Wishing I hadn't. General Garza recruited them into the Special Forces Black Ops program. But now, they're in a detention facility on Beirun, convicted of war crimes.
War crimes are a serious charge. How did your old squad go from being heroes to convicted criminals?
Black Ops doesn't make heroes. It trains killers. If the right targets die, no one complains. They renamed my old squad the Surgeons, tasked them with destabilizing the Empire's command structure by removing its best leaders. But the Surgeons didn't just target Imperial commanders. They went after the officers' families. They wanted to send the enemy a message.
Killing women and children is never acceptable.
Good soldiers know what acceptable targets are. This wouldn't have happened on my watch. The detention center's warden says my old squad mates are serving life sentences. They're young. That's a lot of years to spend in cages. The next time I get nostalgic and curious, Master Jedi, give me a planet to invade.
I might just give you no job just so you don't have to be in that situation that they are in. Dr. Doc now.
I don't believe this! We missed the party of the Millennium last night. It's all over the holonet. Music, dancing, attractive people. We could have been a part of it if we hadn't been on the wrong side of the galaxy, saving everyone's lives as usual. 2 heroes of the Republic would have been colossal at that shindig. Infinite opportunities for romance. We would have had it made.
Just think about how much more colossal we'll be at these parties once the Empire is defeated.
We've already earned more admirers than we'll ever have time for. Anything extra is just wasteful. I'm in the prime of my life, and I'm spending it with people who enjoy running around on exploding planets. All I want is to abuse our fame just for one night. Is that so wrong?
Well, you didn't give me one chance to abuse it. I mean, I would have gone to like one party.
I do not know how more to prepare you to face the Emperor. What has your training been? All I know of Jedi ways is from Revan. Surely they have changed in 300 years.
How does someone become the Emperor's wrath?
There has only ever been one. My training as a Sith was not far different than Korriban today. Only my visions set me apart, made them bring me before the Emperor. In his presence, I first saw who he was and what he planned.
You still chose to serve him.
I chose to live, long enough to find one who could defeat him. I thought Revan and the Jedi Exile were my chance.
Revan and the Jedi Exile are legends. What were they like?
It should not have surprised anyone that Revan turned Sith. He knew you cannot fight the dark side without understanding it. The Exile was harder to read. Even with all she had done, she never trusted herself. With Revan, she was his student again. I liked them. I would have served them, but my vision told me they would fail. I cut down the Exile and brought Revan to the Emperor as a gift.
Is that when he made you his executioner?
The only way to live long enough to find the Jedi who would kill the Emperor, to find you, was to convince him to trust me. He took my offering and gave me a place at his side. He gave me immortality. It was a gift, but not without its price.
What have you got for me? Only a few dozen senators have access to those accounts. One of them must be an Imperial spy. The Senate is made up of greedy, power-hungry opportunists. I never pictured you as a politician. I never realized you had so many varied skills, T7.
Man, this is a lot of storylines, actually. I'm actually surprised at how much they actually develop in just that little tiny area over there. Now let's go to here, too.
So, when do I get my own Padawan? Always wanted to be a teacher.
It's true. I'm learning all kinds of things from you.
Helps that you're an excellent student, but that's not what I mean. Here, pretend you're my Padawan. Got a hypothetical moral dilemma for you. Say you could only save the Republic or the Jedi Order. Which would you choose and why? Don't think. Answer.
Hey guys, we are back. Sorry, my game just bugged out for 1 minute. I'll be back.
So, when do I get my own Padawan? Always wanted to be a teacher.
It's true. I'm learning all kinds of things from you.
Helps that you're an excellent student, but that's not what I mean. Here, pretend you're my Padawan. Got a hypothetical moral dilemma for you. Say you could only save the Republic or the Jedi Order. Which would you choose and why? Don't think. Answer.
Jedi are guardians of peace and justice, but the Republic embodies those qualities. It comes first.
Wrong answer, Padawan. If the Jedi Order is destroyed, who will save the Republic? The Jedi have to come first.
Jedi can exist without the Republic, but not the other way around. Interesting notion.
Puts this war in perspective, doesn't it? We're not fighting for them. They're fighting for us. This teaching thing's fun. Have to do it again sometime. Finally got the skinny on how we become an official Jedi twosome. Short version, not happening. We'd only ever see each other on Tython. Senior council members would review us monthly, make sure we stay detached. The clincher is, only Jedi who were raised by the Order from birth get permission. I'm automatically disqualified.
We can do what we want. We don't need permission.
Maybe not, but we might need a good alibi someday. Master Satele, smart lady. The longer we keep things going, the harder they'll be to stop. Not gonna ruin your life, tough guy. You want out of this? Just say so.
I'd rather face down the whole council than lose what we have.
For a man of action, got away with words. So much for upholding the Jedi Code. Guess we're outlaws.
We'll find a way to live with the guilt. Somehow.
Won't be easy, but we have to try. And try and try. Nope, still feel guilty. You'll have to try harder next time. Better get back to saving the galaxy. Don't want people to think we've gone soft.
I think we're going right back to the same place we might just went to. A little bit lag.
Welcome home, Master. I hope you... This is Station Korriban's flame to unidentified vessel. You have violated Imperial space. Submit your security clearance or be destroyed.
You said I could leave this to you. Go ahead.
Transmitting clearance code now.
Stand by while I... We're so pleased you're here, Grand Moff. You'll find our security airtight.
That is unlikely.
I've cleared a docking bay for you. Please proceed with your landing, sir.
For the moment, they believe I am Grand Moff Resh. But this ruse will not hold. Prepare to kill everyone.
Haven't you noticed? I don't leave survivors.
Your most admirable quality. Don't waste any time. Destroy the enemy while we have the elements of surprise.
Well... sacrifices, sacrifices. Alright, we're gonna barge out of here and we're gonna take down every single one of these. This is gonna be like a 2 to 3 part series now. Let's go to the medical security droid right now. Just need to get some other things that I may need.
Report your ailments.
Okay.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Do I?
Stand by for examination and suggested products.
I'll take another one of those heads, and then I'll repair all my junk too.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
I'm gonna predict that this will be a 2 to 3 part series right now, guys. Just simply because of time. This actually might be shorter. I might be wrong. This might be shorter. This is basically no damage. Well, that's mainly because, well, you got one guy that can actually get damaged by poison. God, I'm gonna get a lot of damage on me right now. I gotta hit another guy. Here's gonna take a lot of damage here. Ain't them on me. I'll call Med Probe. I do not want to go back to a medic center. But I'll play historically.
There, good as new.
Alright, we are at like 15 deaths by now. That's one of the benefits I do love about being a member more often. I think like you get those automatic instead of having to go all the way back to the med center.
Right on time. You're practically a droid. I knew if I applied the right stimulus, you couldn't resist coming here.
Something's wrong with Leha. She's not herself. She tricked me.
Jomar was chasing proof you'd fallen to the dark side. He fell into my trap like a greedy child. You were just as easy.
The Emperor is dominating your mind. Resist him.
Please, don't hurt her. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Poor boy. You think you love me. But what we shared in secret on Tython was only a shadow of true passion.
They obviously weren't doing it right.
I'll show you true ecstasy, Jomar. But first things first.
Attack me and die. It's that simple.
You remember the meaties? I gave my little droid friends a few upgrades I think you'll enjoy. Briefly.
I did not want to take these droids down.
we...
Liha, it's me. You're going to be all right.
My poor droids. How did we get here?
It's been a long time since the Emperor defeated us. Concentrate. Try to remember.
No. I don't want to. I can feel the Emperor's presence. He hates you. The things he made me do.
Come home to Tython. Master Satele will help you. I have no right to ask you for anything, but the Council doesn't need to know about us. Please, keep our relationship to yourself.
I don't agree with the Council's ban on Jedi falling in love.
Understatement of the millennium.
Thank you. I'm sorry for all of this. I was wrong about you. My mission wasn't a total failure. I overheard Liha delivering orders from the Emperor to a high-ranking Sith Lord. I couldn't hear details, but I know someone named Lord Fulminus went on a secret mission to the planet Voss.
Just what we needed. Better tell Master Satele.
I'll take Liha home. Thank you for saving her. Us.
There. Good.
Do I actually remember to put the... Oh, this comes off once you die. That's interesting. This doesn't come off though. They might have tweaked that out in the last update, because there was an update pretty recently.
Report your ailments. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Master Satele, I rescued Jomar and found Liha Nerez. She's been under the Emperor's control and needs your help. They're headed for Tython now. I also learned a high-ranking Sith named Fulminus is on the planet Voss.
That is disturbing news. Voss was discovered only recently. Its society is dangerously unbalanced. The people worship an elite group of Force users who rule with absolute authority. Despite our best efforts, Voss's government rejects the Jedi Code.
The Emperor has always taken a great interest in that world. I thought he sought to conquer it, but clearly he intends its destruction.
Go to Voss, find Lord Fulminus, and stop his plans.
This is Jomar Chul. I wanted to thank you again for saving Liha, and I appreciate you keeping our relationship to yourself. I'm helping her recover from what happened. It's slow going, but she's making progress. I'm sorry I ever doubted you. I consider you a true friend. Jomar Chul out.
Alright guys, that is where we are going to end the episode today, and bye guys.